Hi there. Today I will not be filming outdoors. I am in my living room and I want to make a talk video. I filmed outdoors yesterday. I uploaded the video, although I could hear that there was quite a bit of noise from the wind. Um, I was thinking, should I delete it and make a different video? But I did like the content. So that's a beginner's mistake, and I hope you can live with it and accept it. And I promise that I will better myself and make better quality, higher quality videos in time, successively. Um, I will not be making that same mistake again. I will make new mistakes in every video. That's a promise. Today, my topic will be talking on privilege and luxury, two related things, not the same thing, but two related things. And I will because I participated in a debate on the internet a while ago. I do not remember what it was on. It was probably some political discourse of some sort, where I made a comment on we of we people of privilege, should take responsibility for this or that. And I really honestly don't remember what it was, but what I remember was the response I got immediately from a woman participating in this debate, very angrily and defensively saying, I am absolutely not a woman of privilege whatsoever. And that got me thinking, okay, privilege is relative. I knew it was, but that anyone could disagree with me on that we in that group were people of privilege was baffling to me, as it is when people disagree with me. um, so privilege, to me, I don't think you can give an objective definition of privilege because it is relative and it is individual. But I will try anyway. And I will say that privilege is given to you by birth, or anyway, but it's given to you by no merit. It's an advantage that you have over others that you are to be compared with, by no merit or effort of your own, to having deserved it or earned it. Um, Example, I am born in Denmark. I was born to Denmark. That is no effort of my own, where I'm born, to what country I was born. But Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Scandinavia, and the Nordic countries, including Finland and Iceland, are some of the richest, most well functioning countries in the world. Do they have problems? Yes, of course they do. Do people there have problems? Yes, they do. But compared to any other country or region in the world, this is the richest, most prosperous, safest place to be born. It is lands of opportunity. We have free schooling, free education, free health care. Uh, they are societies trying to take care of all its citizens. There's a social security network, everything in these countries. There's no corruption, there's no war, no corruption. Okay, I'm painting a picture here, okay? There's very minimal corruption, and there's no war. We're safe there and has been for a very long period of time. That is a privilege in itself, to be born to a country like that. I didn't earn it or deserve it or work for it. I was just lucky to be there. So that's a privilege, in my opinion, compared to having been born on a dump site in Mumbai, in India, a boy to a single mom with a drug addiction, right? I could have been born him. I wasn't. I was born me in Denmark. That's a privilege. And within Denmark, within that country, there are levels of privilege. You know, are you privileged when you're born into fourth generation of an alcohol abusing family, um, with violence and abuse and stuff? No, that's not a privilege to born into a family like that. But you could have been born into those social circumstances, being born in, say, Romania or Congo, and I would believe that that's a lesser privilege than having been born into those social circumstances in a country like Denmark or Sweden or Norway. You could also be born into the royal Danish family. That is considered very, very privileged position to have, and of course it is. But I'm not sure that it's always been perceived as such by the princes and princesses born into that family. They know that it is perceived by everyone else. Hence, noblesse oblige. They owe to the public to have some responsibilities towards the rest of the population in that country, because they are born into what is considered to be a very, very privileged situation. But that's my take on it. That privilege is an advantage given to you by no merit of your own over others that you can compare yourself to. So yes, I do uh, perceive myself to be one of the most privileged persons in the whole world, because of where I was born and the opportunities that that has given me. Most of all, my greatest privilege, I believe, is my personal freedom. I have been given personal freedom as a birth gift, and that is a huge privilege that millions of women all over the world do not enjoy having. And that brings me on to the subject of luxury. Now, you can be born into luxury as well, but I believe that luxury is a strive. It is an obtainable item of desire that you go for, that you dream of, that you want to have, and hence perceive others to have. And in itself, luxury is an access to necessity. Let me explain. Uh, the the world of backpacking, ultralight backpackers and through hikers on the Pacific Crest Trail or whatever, carry their bare necessities with them on their backs for up to 3 or 4 months. Them on that, I wouldn't want to do it, or maybe I would, but I can't. But um, they have this thing called a luxury item. And what is a luxury item to a through hiker that's carrying their whole world on their back? It can be a cup, it can be a pillow. To some, it can be a little box of makeup kit. And you say, how can a cup be a luxury item? Is it made out of gold? No, but it's a special item for you. And why is it a luxury item? It is because it's not a necessity. They bring in a thermos with a cup screwed onto it, or they have a kitchen gear, little compact kitchen gear that you can drink out of. So do they need the cup? No, they don't. But they want to bring the cup because it gives them joy and pleasure. And that is luxury. That's why it's a luxury item. So the general perception of a private jet being luxury, yes, because it's mostly unobtainable in a financial perspective to most people. But the people owning a private jet may not necessarily see that as a luxury. They have a privileged position, maybe, to be a clan or family of wealth, financial wealth, and that private jet is to them a necessity in their business. And to some of the oligarchs over there in the United States, with their incredible wealth, financial wealth, billionaires have 5 private jets. Is that extravagance, which is the higher level of luxury? Not to them. It's a necessity to run their business because they fly their staff and their employees all over the world to run their businesses. So luxury is very relative, and it is what you desire that to you is luxury. To other people could be hell on earth. 3 weeks cruise in the Caribbean with people serving you hand and foot, bringing you cocktails, and you have all kinds of entertainment will, for a lot of people in the world, be the height of luxury. That would be my version of living hell. I wouldn't dream, not because I couldn't obtain it. I could take a job, I could earn money, I could save up to go on a trip. I have the opportunity to do that. I could do that. It's not because it's not obtainable to me. I just don't view it as a luxury. On the contrary, it wouldn't be luxury to me. And please don't gift me a Caribbean cruise. I wouldn't want to go. Luxury to me is built upon my privilege of being born to Denmark, of being given all the opportunities of the personal freedom that I have. And I have chosen to take that opportunity to live a life in what is known as relative poverty. I'm not forced to live in this cold, old, little broke down cabin. That's my choice to do so. And the luxury in that life to me is to wake up in the morning on my own time, have no responsibilities other than the ones that I put on myself. I don't have to answer to anyone, no boss, no family, no partner, nothing. And go downstairs, just wait for a few minutes, listen to the roof. Is it raining outside? Is the wind blowing outside? Do I feel the sun's ray come onto my walls? And then get up, go downstairs, and be met by, now I'm going to turn the camera, be met by this little girl. If we can get her in the frame. Can we get her in the frame? She just came in the door. We just had our swim. Hello there, Sappho. And she's always happy to greet me every morning. I see her smiley face and wagging tail. And I love that. That's luxury to me. My freedom to roam in the forest, to walk out my front door. That is the greatest luxury. So if you agree with me or you disagree with me, or you want to debate this any further, please do comment, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. Let's build this channel together. I'll make the content, you'll build up the channel. Till next time, see you on that note. Bye.